peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. Your host is his divine masculine brother AdMinister Taalik Ibn'rad.
Some people have a hard time with people not liking them. They want to know why people don't like them. They want to let it bother them. Sometimes they lose sleep about it. Sometimes they wonder why this particular person treats me this way, why they accept other people but don't accept me. Look, let me tell you something. There's only two types of people in the world in my book. Those who like me, those who don't. And everything falls into those two categories for me. Now, I have accepted. Not everybody's going to like me. I'm not going to be everybody's friend. They're not going to like me due to my race. They're not going to like me due to my personality. They're going to not like me due to my opinions. They're not going to like me just because they just don't like me and they don't even know why. I'm not going to spend my time trying to figure out why somebody don't like me. I really don't care why a person don't like me. I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm definitely not not eating behind it. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face because they don't like me. I personally don't care. And when you have the attitude, I don't care if you like me or not, that is a liberating attitude to have. You only focus your attention with people that like you, not those who don't. You spend your time with people who care about you, who love you, who appreciate you, who can't wait to be around you. That's the people who you spend your time with. You don't spend your time with people and try to figure out why they don't like you. Those people don't deserve an inkling of your time. You got to realize your time on earth is precious, and you don't have time to waste with people that don't like you, period. If you don't like me for whatever reason, I don't care why you don't like me. You just don't. I accept it. You don't like me. You not liking me is not going to affect nothing in my life anyway. Pick a number and get in the line. Because there's a line of people in my life that didn't like me. There's people before you that didn't like me. People today don't like me. And people tomorrow won't like me either. So pick a number. Slide to the side. I got stuff to do in my life and it doesn't involve you. It's not arrogant to say that. My time in life is precious. I don't have time to be wasting with people like that. And you don't have time to waste with people like that either. I'm not going to argue with you about things concerning myself. What I think about myself is what I think about myself. And your opinions don't validate me. I validate me based upon what I do and my character. So if you don't like something I'm doing, that's a personal problem, not mine. My life is my life. Your life is your life. And what I'm telling you is, don't sit there and be focusing your attention, and some of y'all be like, why they don't like me? I don't understand. I didn't do them nothing wrong. And I just can't figure it out. And all down and depressed about people not liking you. So what if people don't like you? And if people come up to me and say, you know what, I just don't like you. And your point is, well, I don't like you because you're black. That's not changing no time soon. What's your point? Well, another person say, I don't like you because of the way you look. I'm not with you, so, hey, what's your point? Everything a person tell me, I got something back to say, like, what's your point? Because what your points, for me, is irrelevant to me when you don't like me. I don't pay attention to you when you don't like me, period. I don't. I don't engage you. I don't spend time with you. Nothing. I don't do that. It is a person's right to not like you. Okay? And I'm not going to get mad at them. I'm not going to make them like me either. Now, there are people that don't like you for reasons or whatever, and they realize that's wrong, and then they get into the like you category. And that's fine too. You can convert from one to the other, but you're going to be on that probationary list in the like category with me. In other words, you going to stay on that long handle spoon list with me for a little while, because I do that. I don't let people too close to me. I'm a firm believer of keep your circle small and tight. Don't ever have a big circle, because when you have a big circle, it's not good. Keep it tight, small. So if a person don't like you, forget them. Them not liking you, not paying your light bills. Them not liking you, not paying your mortgage or your rent. They're not sending you to work. Nothing in my life is being affected by them not liking me. So why would I give them the time of day? So what I'm saying to you, don't focus on people who don't like you. Only focus on people who care about you, who like you, who love you. You know, and the like category, love, care, all the other stuff fall in that. And the don't like category falls into racism, into jealousy, into manipulation, all this other stuff people try to do to you. It doesn't matter why they don't like you. I can care less. If you don't like me, you don't like me. That's fine. Okay. My attitude is God bless you. That's it. I don't care. And you should not care either. Too many people care about people being liked and liking them. You know, you got to think about that. Only time you care about somebody when they liking you is when it comes to certain people, like your children. That's somebody you want to make sure that has love for you. I mean, somebody like that, you know. But if it's just some person that's just telling you all kind of stuff, okay, so what? And I know some of y'all need to really hear this, because some of y'all wrap your whole life trying to be liked. Maybe it's a problem with everybody else, not a problem with you. Maybe you're just a different type of person or whatever, and they haven't got with your program yet. Everybody who's different and done greater things has never been the same. People always have a problem with people who are different. I don't have a problem with people different. I like when people are different. I hate a bunch of carbon copies of something, or carbon copies of somebody else. It's better to be unique and stand out than a follower and a carbon copy. I hate that type of stuff. So don't worry about people not liking you. I promise you, if you look hard enough, they got more people that like you and love you and care about you than people who don't like you. That's simple. Don't focus on people, and don't focus on their reasons why they don't like you. Don't waste your time. They don't deserve your time. Only people that deserve your time is people that care about you. And circle yourself around those people. And if those people are limited, it's better to be limited with the people or even alone than being circled around people who don't like you. That's simple. Don't pay not another lick attention to those people. Let them go. Let them alone. Forget them and 3 people that look like them. Live your life. Because you got enough stuff to worry about in your life and worry about people not liking you. You know what I'm saying? Don't focus your attention on that. It's just a total waste of your time. And you're not going to change their opinion about you either, trying to figure them out or trying to change yourself to make them like you. If you can't like me for me, I'm definitely not changing myself to make you like me. This is what I am, baby. You don't like it? Hit the road. Just that simple. And you should be the same way. I had a little thought in my head, so I'll just go ahead and get it out on video. Maybe y'all can appreciate the little craziness that runs in my mind. I thought about that term, strong, independent black woman. And I thought about that. So I had to dissect it in my own mind. But that term has been coined a term in honor to a point by some black women, and really it's not really a term of honor. Actually, it's more so a term of shame, because that term comes from fatherlessness in the home. But I understand why that term seems honorable, because of the struggle, how it is to take care of a child. See, women categorically won't make the money men make, because when a woman is a single parent, she can't work overtime like a man can work sometimes due to the child, having to worry about what the child is doing, or the woman can't, in the area of her love life, she can't explore certain things because of the child. Because realistically, some guys don't want a woman with children because he don't want to deal with another man's kid, or worrying about this man coming around all the time to his latest spot. So he may not want to deal with her, so that makes it kind of hard. Or if the woman do got a guy, it makes, she want to go out on a date, if the guy don't pick up his kids, it makes it kind of difficult. The family really don't want to help her out to let her get some little free time to herself. And I know it's hard to deal with kids like that, and I commend you wholeheartedly for that. But really, if we break down that term, it's not really only a black woman exclusive. It's really just a simple term, and really all women of all races are dealing with the same issues, not just black women. But let's break it down. The word is strong. You want to be strong. You want a baby that people talk about you and it don't faze you. You want people to betray you and you just smile in their face like it didn't faze you. You want to go through hell and you still look like $1 million. You want to be like that. You want to be strong. I mean, that's the point. You don't want to be weak in the area of independent. As we were kids and we were born, we was on the bottom, we was on the diaper. Our parents taught us as we grew to get off the bottom, start feeding yourself. We started doing that. We learned how to potty train, so we used the bathroom on our own. That's independence. They taught us how to do chores, so we can know how to have some sort of work ethic and to be self-sufficient. You paying your bills, you doing things on your own, else you're supposed to do as a human being. If that's the case, I'm a strong, independent black man because I'm strong. I pay my own bills. Nobody supports me, so okay. And the black woman part is just, the race and the gender. But women of all races deal with this issue of doing it all on their own. And sometimes it's not fair that only one race of people get put out there in their stories, but my white sisters don't deal with this, my Latina sisters deal with this, my Asian sisters deal with this, Native American sisters, all different sisters, Arab sisters, they all deal with this. And they need to promote what they go through as well, because black women aren't the only one that's going through this, and that's all they show in the media. And it seems like only black women are dealing with this, but no, it's women of all races are dealing with this particular issue. And it's not really fair. That term, strong, independent black woman, those who have embraced that as a term of honor, they're very foolish to do that. I wouldn't want to embrace a term that something I should be already. I want to say that, hey, I'm even though my child's father is non-existent, I'm doing my best and I'm doing what I can. As you see, I'm making it. And you want to stay away from terms that people will look at you funny or whatever. And really, all you sisters that's doing this, you strong and you independent. You don't have to label yourself. You don't have to tell the world that you're that way, because the world is trying to label you as horrible for this, and you're not. You are the most honorable and greatest women in the world. It's hard to do what you're doing. It's so easy for a woman who's married to a man to do stuff because she has help, but you're doing it all on your own. You are suffering financially. You're suffering in your love life. A lot of times you feel lonely. Some people say, how you be lonely when you got kids? Kids is your kids, but you need the companionship of a man for you, and you suffering in that area. And all my sisters who dealing with this are suffering in that area. So I commend you, sisters, for what you're doing. I grew up that way. My mama did it all on her own. Okay, my dad, he did pay child support, but he didn't really come around as much. And it was still hard, even though my dad was paying child support. It's not an easy walk that you sisters are dealing with. But that term, strong, independent black woman, that term should be non-existent, and it's not a term of honor. Like I said, it comes from fatherlessness in the home. Y'all women that's dealing with this, y'all just some good, straight-up, armed women that's doing it. And don't let people put labels on you just because you're doing it. You just being a mother, and in your own way, you're trying to be a father as well. So, to all my sisters that are dealing with this today, keep your head up. It's not easy. I know many times you feel by yourself. You feel like you want to break down and cry. You want to give up. Sometimes you look at your kid like, why did I even have this kid? And I know those thoughts go through your head. And you catch yourself because you love your child. But sometimes you look at that child like it's causing you just the greatest pain. And I know you get upset that this guy is out there doing what he want to do, living his life up and having a great time, and you suffer. I know it's not easy, but keep doing the right thing. In the end, it may pay off. Look how many mothers that went through that, and their sons went to the NFL, the NBA, or became actors, or actresses, or something like that. And their hard work paid off. They didn't have a father in the home, but yet look what a woman that was a single parent raised. I mean, y'all sisters can raise some good kids. Now, all these kids got to go to the areas of crime and stuff like that, like some of these kids go. Some of y'all sisters are real grounded in how y'all know how to raise your kids. Don't listen to statistics what they say about single parent homes. You are your own household, and you raise your kids with the principles and morals that you think they need to have. And you never know who you may raise. You may be raising the next president, or you may be raising the next Michael Jordan, or whatever. You know who you're raising. But just know that you're doing a good thing. And when it comes to the area of men, a special man will come along one day. It's better to wait 5 years for a special one than 3 months for one that don't even worth anything to you. So keep y'all head up, sisters, and keep going on in the struggle. And don't let people coin you as a strong, independent black woman or strong, independent whatever. You already that because you're showing it in your lifestyle. You're showing it how you're doing it with your kids. But y'all keep your head up and y'all stay encouraged, all right? Yesterday on, I guess, my new small mini-series, I guess, on the sex talk, I talked about men must always make their woman climax, and we got into that video. If you don't know what that video is, check it out. Now today it's time to get on the ladies just a little bit. Have you ever wondered why some people have cheated on you with an ugly female? You even see the female that he cheated on you with, and she looked 10 notches lower than you. She even may have more weight than you. She's not an upgrade. She would be probably really a downgrade in your eyes for him. And this happens a lot. But I'm going to tell you a lot of times why that happens sometimes. When a man is with you, ladies, it is your duty to not just, number one, lay there. A man having sex with a woman is just laying there or just barely doing anything, and he's doing all the work basically. You feel like you're being raped, or he raping you. That gets old and boring. You barely want to ride the man. You barely want to, give the man oral sex. You just got the attitude he should just be lucky he getting this. Then he see this woman that's 10 notches lower that finds him attractive, and that she's spitting game at him. She telling him what she'll do. She'll telling him she'll flip this way and flip that way and spin this way and hang on her head upside down that way. And he's just thinking like, oh, man, for real? And then you constantly keep disappointing him in the bedroom because you don't want to do nothing. And then he end up making a decision to sleep with this woman. And then now he fish hooked. And the reason why he fish hooked is because everything she said she would do. And she wasn't laying there. She spread her legs this way. She bent over that way. She let him do anything he wanted to do. She took control of sex a lot of times to the point that he was almost running from her in the bedroom, so to speak. How much she was putting that thing on him. And then if this thing keep happening to you ladies, then you need to kind of step your game up in the area of your sex. Because see, we men are actually real easy to please, and you women sometimes don't realize that. If you please us in the area of sex, if you make sure to be care enough for us to say, what is your fantasy? I want to know what your fantasy is. And you want to do these fantasies that doesn't harm you or do anything, wrong that you feel is wrong in your moral code, then you should do that. You should not have your man wondering how a certain thing feels or how a certain position is or whatever. You should do that with him. When he gets his heart on, it is your duty to get it right back down. He shouldn't be walking around with hard-ons when he got a woman. And he shouldn't be masturbating if he got a woman. If a man is rather masturbate to porn and sleep with you, something wrong. Because masturbating and actual intercourse is no comparison to that. So some of you ladies need to step your game up in the area of sex. If you don't know, we live in the information age. You can start from Google and work from there, or whatever search engine you like, to learn how to please your man. Go to novelty shops. They got all kind of things to you could dress up in, or books to teach you different positions if you just don't know. But you're going to have to start paying attention to that, because men like to be sexed. Men have sex on their mind a lot of times more than women. And if you can please us in the area of sex and food, man, you got us. Sex and food are just like the perfect combination for the woman to pleasing us. But take in consideration those things. And another thing, when you have sex, man, make it nice. Put some makeup on. Put some nice perfume on. Don't just like a chore. A man don't want to have sex with a woman that he feel like she doing him a favor. When they got hoes, that will make him feel like he $1 million. And a lot of times they just run the game to get something from it. But if he your man, you need to make sure you keep him sexually satisfied. Don't let that man get up from you without him busting his. And you know what I'm talking about. If he got it up with you, you make sure he got it down. Every time. Make sure that man's satisfied. If you think he's not satisfied, ask him, hey, if it's, anything different you want me to do? Something. Because, you don't know what's in the man's mind unless you ask the man. Don't assume that everything you do is great, because it may not be. Ask the man as he please. Ask him if anything he wants. Ask him if he wants some fantasy. Yeah, you're going to have to give him some BJs also. Yesterday I got on men about giving, women head. Well, you're going to have to give him some head too. Shoot, if y'all want to, both of y'all do a doggone 69, and both of y'all get, head that way, whatever. But it needs to be a two-way street in the bedroom too. So it's not y'all need to do a little bit. Let him just lay there one time, and you ride the mess out of him. You ride him traditionally, you ride him cowgirl, all kind of other ways you want to do it. Put it on him too. Let him just relax. Tell him, baby, you ain't got to do nothing. I'm doing it today. And you let him put his pillow behind his head, his hands behind his head with it, and just let him just enjoy himself. Because 9 times out of 10, ladies, we doing a lot of work, to do things. And y'all laying there. Every once in a while, we want to lay there too and enjoy ours. And a good day for that is when you have a hard day at work. You come in, you're tired, but you still want some. And your lady be like, you know what? Don't worry about it. And she take care of you. Oh, man. Look. Pay more attention to that, ladies, in the area of sex. Because you don't want your man going to some downgraded woman where he can get what he got with you. Because I know it. Because the worst thing somebody can do to you is cheat on you with with a gutter rat type of look person. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, just take that in consideration and keep your men happy. This message goes out to the fellas. You got to make sure your woman is pleased every single time that you have sex with her. We as men don't focus on the things that women focus on when we have sex with them. For us men, we can always get ours, so to speak. But women a lot of times can't get theirs as easily as we get ours. It sucks for them, but for us, we get ours. Now, you want to have a few things said about you, because you better believe there is a report card going on about you among the women. When you sleep with a woman, she is telling her girlfriend or girlfriends of your performance. Believe it or not. I've seen it and heard it with my own two eyes. It happens. She's going to call, probably let her girlfriend know y'all probably going to do something. That if y'all do something, she going to tell her about it, and then she's going to ask, oh, well, how was it? And then she's going to either say, either you was a 2-minute man, either you was great, either you was okay, or you was lame, or something like that. The way you want to perform, men, in the bed with your women is this. You want her to say you were so good that her girlfriend want to be sneaking in her phone to trying to get your number. That's how good she described you. But the way you're going to have to do that, you're going to have to do things that a lot of men really don't care for a whole lot. You're going to have to guarantee that she will get hers every single time. Now, she can get hers from just straight, intercourse. But if you want a guarantee that she's going to get hers 9 times or maybe 10 times out of 10, then men, you're going to have to do some foreplay. You're going to have to also, men, do oral sex on her. Now, some men don't like doing that. And women, some of the reasons why men don't like doing that is, and this is the advice show, we talk about life issues and real things. So don't get all, I can't believe you said that. Some of you don't have good hygiene down there. Yes, you take showers, but you really don't pay attention to that area as you should. And if a man catches some sort of smell down there, sometimes you may have a medical issue that you just being not taken care of as you should. If a man catches a smell, then he's not going to go down there. If a man see too much hair down there, he really don't want to go down there too much. You have to keep your area trimmed and tight down there, because a man don't want to put his face in an afro. And let me stop there. The same thing with you too, men. A woman, if you want oral sex from a woman, you need to trim your area too. No one want to put her mouth down there like that. Some men have had bad experiences, women, with the aerial smells with a woman, and he just gets completely turned off. So the best thing you can do for any man, which is psychological, you could be the cleanest woman in the world. Take a shower before because you know in your mind what you want to do. Take a shower. Let him know, and he hearing the shower running, he's smelling the soap you're using. You are squeaky clean. And he's sitting there waiting. He kind of know what y'all gonna do, but it would be no excuse in his mind that why he wouldn't go down there unless he's not into that sort of thing. But you want to make sure that you clean, and he would have no problem with that. Now, once you are clean, you trimmed, you tight down there, then men, you're gonna have to do some foreplay. You're gonna have to kiss her. You're gonna have to start kissing her breast, sucking her breast. While you sucking on one, play with the other one. And, kissing on her neck, talking to her sweet. And then, men, you're going to have to go down on her. Now, don't just jump into it. Kiss and lick her inner thighs. Kiss her walls. Don't just go right into it. Get her anticipating what you're going to do. Now, when you start doing your oral sex on your lady, don't go for the thing anybody who know what they're doing gonna make them climax. Do other stuff. And then once you do that, you go on and take care of the area of the clitoris or clit or whatever word you want to use to help them get theirs. You see, you're gonna have to, and the things you have to learn, you're gonna have to make sure you lick and also suck the clit to get her off. I promise you, men, if you get your woman off like you're supposed to, every time, by the time you want to start regular intercourse with her, she's feeling so great, she can even if you would finish fast, she's really not going to pay a whole lot of attention to it because she got hers. But if you didn't do this, then she would pay more attention to it. Then the girl would tell her girlfriends how good you was, and you always made sure she got hers. You be looked at in a great light, which most men want a reputation of making sure you know you can get your woman off, making sure that you're not a 2-minute man, that you could last, and you just want to have just a good rep in the bedroom as a man. So fellas, pay attention to those sort of things. Don't be so selfish in the bedroom, because a lot of us are selfish. We just think about us. Now, I don't suggest for you to participate in oral sex with a woman that you just having casual sex with, because you don't know what's going on down there, and you better be strapped up anyway when you go in them. But you should participate in this only in a committed relationship that now one of you cheating in. Because I would never suggest anybody just to do that with anybody they meet or whatever. Or you know how some of y'all are these days with that casual sex thing. Don't participate in it then. But I wanted to bring this particular video because I want to get into this real life topics a little bit more than the kind of videos I've been doing lately just on black issues in the black community. Fellas, stop being so selfish. Think about your woman. If you keep her pleased sexually, she can not only talk good about you, but 9 times out of 10, she not going nowhere. Because remember, a sexually satisfied person is a happy person. I wanted to give my commentary on the video that's going around about the Seattle police officer punching the young lady in the face. When I seen this video, the first thing that was described as in this video is white police officer punching a black young girl in the face, or racist police officer punching black girl in the face. And I seen the video in its entirety, and I have a problem with those titles. I have a problem with the whole situation, and I'm going to tell you why. Some of y'all bring up racism when there's no racism involved. Anytime somebody white do something to somebody black, it's some racist particular issue. Y'all don't know when to say racism and when not to say racism. Now, let me tell you the situation and story with this particular video, which I did put a link in the description box if you don't know what I'm talking about. First of all, that officer was making an arrest to that young lady. The young lady was resisting arrest. Now, she had a problem with what this officer was doing. All she had to do is go ahead on and go to the station, call her lawyer, and they square that, hash that out then. But no. She's saying, get off me. Let me go. Get off me. She's constantly resisting arrest. Okay, so this officer is trying to deal with this crazy girl. Then this other one come up to him. Okay, let her go, things like that. Then she tries to scuffle with him, and he punched her in her face. Now, do I agree with hitting women in the face, being a man? No. But I can't say the cop was right or wrong for that. I'm going to tell you why. He's alone. He has a hostile crowd of people around him at the time. Now think about this. If you in that position, you trying to make an arrest, you got a crowd that's hostile around you, and a female that runs up to you. Man, they got females that carry box cutters, females that carry razors, females that carry guns. She just rolls up on him. Now, the stupidity in the whole thing with this girl is, don't you realize, and for people who don't realize, police officers have a right to kill you. And nothing gonna happen to him. That girl, lucky as all he did was punched her. He could have pulled out his gun and shot her, and nothing would have happened to him, because the tape proves that she attacked him. Period. So he would have got off. He's not going to get in trouble for hitting that girl in the face. You know why? Because he was dealing with one person trying to arrest him, and that girl ran up to him trying to fight with him, and he hit her. I'm getting so sick and tired of black people saying racism when it's not racism. In that moment, all the black people that was around, you should have checked that girl and grabbed that girl and say, hey, get out the way for something happen. Now, the brothers in that store, in that particular video, saying for them girls to chill, 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 but these young ladies today don't want to listen. If they would listen to the brothers when they were telling them to chill out, none of that would have got escalated. And people just constantly trying to make this particular situation about race or whatever. So basically how they describing this with race, it's like the girl was sitting there so innocent and sweet, she didn't do nothing wrong, and this police officer, mean racist police officer, just walked up to her and socked her in the face. Be for real. Stop passing over wrongdoing just because she's black. Anytime a white man do something, it's always got to be racism. Y'all just need to say that sometime, because he was within his rights. When them police officers dealing with you, use your head with that situation, because they got the authority to kill you. You get stopped in traffic. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. Don't move until they get there to get your license. Don't be doing, you know what I'm saying? Because they got some trigger happy cops and they scared they gonna get killed half the time because some fools try to do it to them or to their partners or whatever like that. Y'all need to be smart about some things sometime. You know? Use your brain. You run off at your mouth, you're not thinking. Use your brain. Now, this man, what position he was supposed to put, for what all he knew, the whole crowd could have jumped him. He didn't know. All those guys that was around, everybody was mad about what happened. But so he was supposed to let the girl beat him up while he's trying to make her an arrest. This girl fighting him. Now he got two girls basically fighting him. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know what they got on. So stop making this stuff about, oh, this white man hit this black girl. Because she was not no innocent, sweet black girl that was sitting there and didn't do nothing wrong. If she was sitting there by herself, do nothing wrong, and he walked up to her and hit her in the face, I'd be the first one to say something about it. But no, that girl was in the wrong. That man was trying to make an arrest. He was doing his job as he's supposed to do. And if you don't like, well, you shouldn't be, you know, that white man always trying to do something to the black man, this and that and the other. Well, don't commit a crime and they'll leave you alone. I don't have problems with the police officer, because I don't go out looking to commit crimes. I try to sit there and do what I'm supposed to do. So I don't have not a liquor issue with the police. Not a one. They don't stop me. They don't mess with me, because I don't carry myself in that manner. So that girl was in the wrong. Don't sit up here just sharing videos and saying racist this and white devil that and evil white man this. No, that girl's in the wrong. Black people can be wrong too. You know, and some of y'all don't want to accept that black people can be wrong. Okay, so if it was a black cop and he'd have punched a white girl in the face, would y'all have said something then? Nope, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. Matter of fact, some of y'all would have applauded that and say, "Yeah, that's what they get. They need to do that to them." You know, I mean, it's some of y'all black folks is itching to say somebody racist when you don't have the real deal. Now, look, if it's a racial issue, like I said before, I'll be the first one to say, "Hey, that was blatant racism, and that's wrong." But that particular instance, and how this video blowing up about racist cop hitting the black girl and this and that and the other, no. That title is all wrong. Don't say racism unless you really know what you're talking about. There was a lady by the screen name Black Indigo I've been hearing about here on YouTube recently, and usually I don't get involved with all these scandals and all the things like that, but you know, it's a principle that I'm looking at in all this, and a few points I would like to make. Those who know who she is, you know, she's more on the message of, you know, black conscience, black power, black liberation, that message, I would say. And her audience, you know, agrees with, you know, her, a lot of times her points of view on her thoughts. And if that's, you know, her thing, and that's what she thinks, and I mean, that's, you know, everybody has a right to their opinion. But the principle I'm making out of all this, the only reason I'm mentioning this is because a lot of people are up in arms about something that she did in the past. And they're, you know, getting on to her and saying, "Hey, you know, you did this, but you say, you know, you're this on YouTube, and you say you're that, and all this other stuff," and they're just highly upset with her. Now, I'm going to say something in her defense. Number one, anytime people hitting the subscribe button on YouTube, they're not paying $25 or $30 for a subscription, or $10 or $5 for a subscription. Subscribing to a YouTube channel is a free thing. And with being a free thing, is that really the person who's presenting those videos really don't have to deliver any type of content that deems worthy of anything, because you know you pay for a good or a service, then you got to get what you pay for, or it's a problem. That's simple. All the people that subscribe to her, you know, really she don't really owe anything to them, because I mean, all the people that subscribe to her didn't pay to be on her channel. It's just a free thing. You can sub or you can unsub. It's just how it works. You can friend or you can unfriend. That's how it works. And her attitude was, well, you know, my life, my business, which technically is her life, her business. She can do what she want to do. But if she want to present a certain message and say she is this, then her life will have to line up with what she's presenting. Like me, for instance. I present what I present here. But if I go do something else and it's showing online, hey, Philip has done this and Philip has done that, and then they come at me and say, hey, man, you know, YouTube, you say you're this, and YouTube, you say you're that, but this over here, you done this, then yeah, it kind of cancels out my message or what I'm trying to speak or what I'm trying to say. And we all need to understand people are human beings. People make mistakes. They're going to do that. People make poor choices. They're going to do that. But none of us have the authority to ridicule another person for what they do. If she did that in the past and she realized, you know, man, that's something I shouldn't have did, that was wrong, but this is what I'm on now, then she has a right to change. She has a right to change her mindset, to change her life. Just as much as I have a right to change from behavior that I did was wrong, or speaking things that's wrong, or thinking that's wrong, and get on to something else. I wasn't always one to be positive about everything. I wasn't one to always to be soft-hearted. I was one to be very hard and cold-hearted. I was one to be very vicious with my tongue. Not try to be uplifting with it. But I realized that's not the lifestyle I need to live. That's wrong. I need to be better. I need to get better. And I need to keep moving up in life. Because it's not making me a better man to be all vicious and cold. It's just taking me down. And with any of us, you know, everybody making these videos about the young lady. Some people are ridiculing the young lady and stuff like that. And I just don't really agree with that, because you make mistakes too. You've done wrong too. You probably didn't do what she did, but you done something else, and the camera just didn't catch what you did or whatever. Nobody got pictures of what you did, but you did it too. All the people that making videos on YouTube, no matter who they are, every last one of them, including the person you staring at right now, then done things they shouldn't have done. Okay? And if you could, everybody on here could be ridiculed for something they did in the past. But the past is the past. We are no one's judge, jury, and executioner. We are each other's brothers and sisters, and that's how we got to look at each other as such. If a brother or sister fall by the wayside, we need to pick them up and say, hey, it's okay. You know, you made a mistake. Come on, let's get back and walk in this path of life. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to have a brother or sister fall by the wayside and kick them and beat them. Because every time you talk ill of somebody, every time you beat, you know, you're talking down and you're talking about they this and they that and doing all that stuff, it makes you like you're better than them. And you're not. You're not. You're equal. Everybody is equal to each other. I don't care what society say, well, one race of people is better than the other race of people, or financial people that got more money is better than people that don't have money. Forget society. Basic human decency says this: you make a mistake and you're no better than everybody else. So people really need to stop to attacking that young lady or talking about the young lady in an ill fashion, and realize she's just a sister that made a mistake, and she has a right to get upset. She has a right to say all kind of FUs about it, because the people that's talking and bumping their guns made mistakes too. That's just the thing. And I don't get that. That's why you won't see Philip come down on nobody for mistakes they make. You won't, because I know that it could have been me as well that done the same thing. I just didn't get caught at that time like they got caught. Or I didn't get exposed for what they got exposed for at that time. But I've done wrong too. Maybe not done what that person did, but I still done some wrong in my life. And I will not get on here beating up a sister or beating up a brother for a mistake. That's wrong. That is so wrong. And I don't join the crowd of that, the lynch mob. You know, when everybody in that lynch mob is guilty. You know, even the Lord has said, he is without sin cast the first stone. In other words, if you never done nothing wrong in your life, you go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead. You go ahead and call her trash. You go ahead and ridicule her and everything. You go ahead if you never done anything wrong in your life. But I guarantee you, everybody on this YouTube has done wrong, including yours truly. So it is not my place or anybody else's place to speak ill of this sister. It's the only thing you say to this sister, say, sister, listen, we make mistakes, it's okay. You know, it don't take away from who you are as a person. It makes you better, because you learn from that. You could have stayed in that state. You could have stayed doing that particular thing, okay? But you didn't. You changed your life. And you can help other people that's in that state and say, hey, look, I did that sort of thing to my, regret, but yet I changed it. And you could change that too. You know, look at me now. I'm talking, I'm speaking some knowledge, other people kind of feeling it, and I'm not like that anymore. So don't get in the lynch mob of trying to crucify this sister or anybody who do wrong. Get along with the people that's going to say, hey, it's okay, you made a mistake. You changed it, you fixed it, it's good. Come on, we got to keep on this journey in life. You my sister, you my brother. I can't do that to you. I can't put you down for having a baby at a young age. I can't put you down for when you was strung out on drugs. I can't put you down for you was gang banging. I can't put you down for even beating women or something. You changed that stuff. It was horrible, but you changed. Who am I to put you down? Who are you to put anybody down? We are nothing. We are all equal to each other. And when you become a judge over people and you put people down, you're evil. Because you're evil in your life because you've done the same things. Maybe like I said before, maybe not what they did, but you've done the same things. We need to uplift our brothers and sisters who make mistakes. We need to tell them it's okay. We need to dust their clothes off. We need to pat them on the back, give them a hug, and say it's all right. It's okay. Let's just you trying to change. You made a change. You're not staying in that state. You made a change. And since you made a change, don't forget about your brothers that you're seeing or your sisters that you're seeing that was just like you. That way you could help them, but you got the experience to help your brothers and sisters like that. So with that said, is we need those. Don't make videos ridiculing the sister or anybody. Make videos to uplift people. I mean, we got enough people in this world talking down to us, talking bad to. We even talk bad to ourselves half the time. I even, get on to myself half the time, things I do. I sure don't need to cut on the computer or hear 50 million guns bumping about what I'm doing. Man, tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me, what you can do to help me or something. And I'm really, that's why I really focus this channel on that. Is that we need to help each other. We need to uplift each other. Uplift our brothers and sisters no matter what state they're in. No, I'm not, and I say I'm not on here to put nobody down. If I'm on here to put somebody down, I don't need to be doing this. For what? That's a waste of my time. But understand that that's your sister, that this is going on. Understand she has a right to get upset and to say it's her life, she do what she want to do, and to get angry about the backlash. She has a right because nobody is better than she is. Let's have more love and compassion in our heart for our brothers and sisters that make mistakes. And if we can do that, it shows, how good of people that we are. And there's more good people in this world than bad people. Trust me, I see it all the time. But y'all think about that. Let's just stay what I watch for eye for our brothers and sisters that's, been hurt or been fallen. And let's, pick them up and to show them that we care and love for them. I know you heard the recent development with LeBron James. That LeBron James couldn't concentrate on playing in the series with the Celtics because the rumor was out that his teammate Delonte West had sex with his mother. And I'm going to tell you, Delonte West crossed the line more than any other guy can cross the line. Now some will say, well, he didn't rape his mama wanted to have sex with him. True that. They're adults. True also. But you do not do things that will cause a hostile working environment at your job. And the sad thing about this, Delonte West is an NBA player. There are women that's hanging out at the stadium every day wanting to be with one of those guys. All the women you can get. Why in the world are you going to lay down with your teammate mama? LeBron James' mama at that. And you understand why the man couldn't concentrate on the series? I couldn't concentrate on it either, because every time I look at this cat, I'm thinking, man, this cat didn't sit up there and slept with my mama. And I gotta pass the ball to him. I wanna hit him in the face with the ball. That's what I wanna do. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff right there is some foul stuff, man. It's foul. It's very foul for Delonte West to do that to his teammate like that. That junk ain't right, man. Now, if LeBron James would have whipped him on the court for that, I would probably wouldn't even get mad about it. I was like, he kind of had it coming. He had it deserved, because it's like, you look at this man in the face as your teammate and sit there and sleep with that dude mama, man. Come on. I mean, you got to have some sort of lines crossed. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I heard on the radio, they were talking about the same thing this morning. A guy called in saying that he slept with his friend's mother, and the woman, it was nothing his doing. The woman, he said, called him to her room to say she needed help or something. He didn't think nothing of it. He gets to her room. He said she had a robe on. She, took it off, and, they went to did their thing. But when do you have some sort of line cross and say, you know what, that's my friend, I'm not going to do that. I said, all the chicks I can get, why in the world I'm going to fool with this woman that will cause me so much drama and trouble that it'll be a problem behind something she doing? See, LeBron James' mama didn't think about LeBron James. She would think about herself. She didn't think about what would happen if this comes out, that what I'm doing. Will this hurt my son?
with this putting my son's name all in the media in a negative light for something I've done. I don't want to do anything as a parent that's going to put negative stigma upon my children or something I've done. Now, her little rendezvous with his teammate causing that man all kind of problems. That man got that stuff in his mind. I know he's pissed. He want to do something. I know LeBron pissed. I know he wanna cross this dude's eye. You can't tell me he don't want to do that. But I fought his mama more because his mama's supposed to be loving LeBron James. His mama's supposed to be looking out for his best interests, not her own sexual needs and sexual gratifications with this little younger boy that she's been staring at on the basketball court. Have some sense and responsibility, parents, when you're going to do something against your children. This is another case of poor parenting. Yes, LeBron is grown, but the fact is, that statement, oh, mama need love too. Go find it somewhere else. Why in the world you gonna fool with somebody at your son's job? That's that man's job. That man got to work with that man. You imagine they start talking crap and going around each other saying, well, shoot, man, I slept with this mama and this and that. Everybody know you slept with LeBron James' mama. And you know what? If I was LeBron James, I couldn't play on that team no more if that dude's still up. Because it'll make me sick to even see him, and also I couldn't speak to my mama no more. I said, Mama, you got my name all up in the news right now. Everybody talking about me. Everybody raw dogging me. I couldn't even concentrate on trying to get to the finals, man, behind all this crap you pull. I was like, Mama, how many other friends I had or teammates or whoever I had you laid down with? You're so irresponsible. And I wouldn't even want to talk to you no more. Just leave me alone. And that particular issue with LeBron James and his mama could possibly draw a wedge between them, because that's just some foul, disrespectful stuff that she did. I'm sorry, she did. And his teammate is even worse. The first time his mama had put some moves or said something to him, he should have went to LeBron and said, hey, LeBron, I ain't trying to disrespect you and that, but your mom was like, she kind of interested in me, and I just want to have respect for you. I don't want to do anything wrong or make it, what I'm saying? I mean, we teammates, we cool, let's just kind of keep it like that. No, this cat that can have any female that's at the stadium coming there every day, he won't go sleep with LeBron James' mama. Y'all, the time period we live in, people don't have no morals, people don't have no respect, people don't have no restraint. They just do whatever. It's like everybody just want to get up in each other's world. They don't even care about the age. They don't care about the repercussions. Everybody just want to be laying down and doing their thing. I hope LeBron can get past this. I hope he can get his head straight and his head together about all this. And with time, it'll pass. It'll pass. But the main thing at the end of the day, forget Delonte West. The main thing at the end of the day, now you got a mother and son at odds, and in a bad way, and in a public bad way. And if her son starts speaking to her for the rest of his life, it's her own fault. It ain't his fault. That man was, I know he loved his mama, but now I know he probably don't even know what to say to her right now. If y'all know any other stories like this, man, let me know, because this is some sick stuff. People just can't act like they can't keep it in their pants no more. People done fell on their head, y'all.
So I want to wrap with the latest for a few minutes and to let you know something concerning men. Do you know that every man, no matter what race is out there, have that motto engraved in their heart: I will not wife a hoe? And you may say, yeah, I kind of know that, but do you? You see, in this day and time, men and women both have this idea and things they do in the area of just sleeping with random people, what you would call casual sex. And I know men and women doing it, it's the same thing. But unfortunately, ladies, unfortunately for you, the stigma that's laid upon you, you label as a hoe. Even the men that's doing it with you, still going to label you as a hoe. Now, I'm going to tell you, women, when you engage in this, you are really shadowing a dark cloud on your future relationships or somebody to take you serious and want to marry you. Now, the reason being is most men don't want a woman with a past like that. Give you an example. Let's say you get with a man, he don't know nothing about you really too much, other than what you told him. Whether you realize this a lot, ladies, men talk. They talk all the time. Let's say the new guy you with, and you had a past, but you stopped doing that because you just seen that wasn't the life you wanted. You wanted one person that'll love you and treat you right. He go to the barbershop. They got these guys talking. And they talking about, you know, some stuff, let's say from 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Maybe you quit doing this stuff 9 months ago. You ain't touched nobody since. And they say, yeah, you know, I remember this chick named Sandy, man, from the club, man, and she was, you remember that girl? She was, you know, look like this, look like that. And so let's say you sitting in the barber chair, your boyfriend's sitting in the barber chair, right? And he's listening. So let's say if he an inquisitive type of dude like me, hear them dudes talking, I'll be like, Sandy, I said, Sandy, like, I say, where's she from? You saw it. You know, so I say, oh, no, I saw it at this particular club, or, you know, we know her from that club, or we know her from this spot, or whatever like that. I say, for real? And then I'd be like, what does she look like? And then so they start describing what you look like. So from there, let's say I'm the guy, I know they talking about you. So I start playing dumb real quick and like, oh, for real? Say, what's up? What was up with that female? And then they'll start singing. Oh man, that girl, man, she used to, you know, you wouldn't have to holler at her too much. You know, you can always get something from her, man. Me and my homies did this with her, or my homie did that, and you know, she did this, and you know, man, she always gave head, and she always would let you, you know, go up in her raw and all this other stuff. They just saying stuff, and you know, you don't play. You the boyfriend or so will play off and like, okay, that's cool, but then you wouldn't see him much no more, and he'd be gone. Why? Because he found out you had a past. You see, ladies, men will not get involved in a relationship that's highly committed and to the point of marriage, usually with a woman that is labeled to other men as a hoe. Because you may say, I'm not a hoe, I'm not on the streets, I'm not. Let me tell you something. If you meet a man and you sleep with him, one night standing, you sleep with him in 2-3 days, a week, and you constantly doing that, you are labeled in most men's eyes as a hoe. The reason why they don't want to be with you is because even though you stop doing it, it's because, let's say you walking together and a guy that you slept with see you. And the guy looking at you and you looking at him, man, men know the look that another man gives to say, man, I had that. You know what I'm saying? And if a couple of men in 1 week pass by and see you and look at you that way, we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to see and think in our mind our girl was some sort of hoe. No. I know what you're saying. Ladies say, well, men do it. Men sleep with, I don't know how many women more than women sleep with men. I agree with you. I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying it's right either. But unfortunately, like I said earlier, for you, it's a bad stigma and you labeled as a whore. It's just that simple. So if you don't want to cast a dark cloud on your future relationships, you probably want to make sure you're not giving up the goods to people randomly. You know, a man can accept you actually having a relationship or some relationships, then you just, hey man, I'm single, I'm just going to have sex if I feel like it. No. Because the moment a man know you like that, you know, you gone when you want to settle down because he going to feel he can't trust you. Now, you can say the same thing. Well, I feel I can't trust him. I agree with you on that. But it's the same. But as men, I'm sorry, we are extremely hypocritical when it comes to our women and settling down. So if you want to be married one day, if you want to settle down, you want somebody to take you serious, and all things like that, and I know I'm sounding real one-sided, but I'm really saying it for the sake of your benefit because you're going to want to be married. You're going to want to have somebody, one person you're committed to. Just kind of, you know, think about the things you're doing before you do them because what you do today can affect you tomorrow. So ladies, just think about that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brothers and sisters, once again, to another gut-wrenching, mind-sharpening, critical thinking, make you just want to say, video from your big brother Philip. I don't know, I'm trying to start off light because it's not about to be light what I'm talking about. If you look into the title of this video, if you watched a couple of other ones with those titles, then you kind of know where I'm about to go. So, let's get started, because I know your time is precious. There are two types of self-righteous people. Now, my personal definition of self-righteous people is those who think they are better than you and act like they didn't do nothing or currently doing something. There are two types of self-righteous people. There are those who will reform. What I mean by that is they used to do it, they don't do it no more, and they don't practice it, okay? Then there's the hypocrites who are doing the exact same thing you doing, or maybe even worse, but yet trying to tell you something. So I got a little small message to the people like that. Who do you think you are? Instead of trying to help another brother and sister, instead of trying to show them the path where they should go because you done the same thing, you've been through some consequences of doing the same thing, but you got the nerve to criticize, to put down, to belittle another brother and sister for doing the exact same thing you did. A lot of you was the worst people around, but yet you acting like you a saint. A lot of you put the H in whole. A lot of you sat there, your name was Jackie, because you jacked everything from an ink pen to a car. They couldn't leave nothing around you because it'd be gone. You were the biggest manipulator. You was the biggest pimp. Had a bunch of girls on the stroll going upside their head for your money. All kind of stuff you done. And then you got the nerve to come up to somebody else and put them down. Make them feel this small for the same things you do or you had done in the past. Then there's those people who are doing the exact same thing. Then they are the worst ones. They ain't got the nerve to tell you, oh, you doing wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. Well, what's up with your life? Look at your skeletons in your closet. You still got poop streaks like Debo's drawers in your underwear from the junk you did. What are you talking about, guy? You act like you just this holier than thou person. You act like you're better than me. You act like I can't make a mistake. You act like I can't do anything. No, but you can do it and it's okay. A lot of people in your family like that. A lot of friends like that. Stuff. I don't get it. Okay? Why do you think you better than other people? Why you got this self-righteous attitude that you just, what you did don't matter, but what everybody else do, you gonna put them down? Who gave you the right to do that? Who gave you the authority to step into people's life, to be flapping your lips, bumping your gums on other people? What you need to do is close your mouth, zip it up, shut your pie hole, shut up your booty hole too while you're at it. Everything that's something that's coming out of you ain't nothing but poison, so you just need to shut everything up and zip it up and let it just fester in you if you ain't got nothing good to say to somebody else. But if you don't have nothing good to say to somebody else, you need to leave people alone. People already got stuff in their head about what they did. They know what they're doing wrong. They don't need you with your self-righteous attitude and your hypocrite spreading your poison and your venom on other people. If you're not going to help somebody, shut up. That's all you need to do. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody's paying you to give your stupid counsel. Because your counsel ain't about worth nothing if you trying to put me, okay, you trying to tell a woman that was loose in the area with men and try to put her down when you was worse than she was. Who are you? You trying to put somebody down who drink when every night they had to carry you somewhere and watch you so you wouldn't hurt yourself, so you wouldn't run your behind into a tree, but yeah, you got the nerve to talk about somebody else. Who are you? It don't matter if you don't do it no more or whatever. You done it. That's the thing. And you should have more sympathy in your heart for your brothers and sisters who are in this type of issue or trouble today that you was in and help them out. But you don't want to do that. You get this selective amnesia to the junk you done, to the people you stole from, to the people you probably shot and killed and didn't know about it, to the people you went upside their head, to the people you manipulated, and so on and so on. But you got the nerve to put down somebody else. Something wrong with you. You really got a mental problem to do that to other people. And I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, people that do that to you and got all these skeletons and all this poop in their closet, you don't listen to a thing they're telling you. You know why? Because they aren't having your best interest at heart. They just want to have this sticking their chest out there better than you attitude. There ain't nobody on this earth better than you. I don't care who they are. And that's the attitude you need to have. And if you ain't trying to be helpful, then you're trying to be harmful. That's the only options people got when they're coming at you with stuff. And you don't sit there and let nobody bring you and put you down and give you garbage. You put them self-righteous people in their place, especially when you know their history. You put them in their place, and you say, hey, wait a minute, playboy, playgirl, hold on. Back in the day, you know, you was doing this, you was doing that. What's up? Oh, well, you know, I don't do that no more, and, you know, I even go to church now. Well, you should even be worse about trying to put somebody down if you say you're going to church now. And even God himself don't like people who have a self-righteous attitude. My brothers and sisters, don't let people put you down. You're better than that. I don't want you to listen to these people with a self-righteous attitude who think they're better than you, who act like they didn't do nothing when they was the biggest tramps and tricks and everything else in the world. If you're doing something today and it's harmful to you, you could turn that around if you so choose to. But you don't let these people stack weight on you and stack weight on you and stack weight on you and condemn you and crush you for the mistakes or things that you have done or possibly you doing today. That type of people are snakes. They vipers. All they spread is poison and venom. And anybody that knows venom will kill you with time if it's festered in your system enough. You can't let these people inject their venom into you to condemn you, to put you down, to make you depressed, to make you feel like you're the only one that ever done something like that. Get them people out your life. Self-righteous people have no place in your life. They have no place in the life of your family or whoever else. Keep them people distant. They are an enemy to you. They're not a friend. I don't care what face they take. They are an enemy to you. Nobody has the right to condemn you. Nobody has the right to put you down. Nobody has a right to belittle you. Nobody has a right to judge you. Nobody on this earth has a right to do that at all. Especially when we all guilty of doing wrong. That's what makes us, one thing that makes us all equal, no matter what race you are, what gender, what socioeconomic class you are. Everybody has done wrong. And that's one thing that binds us all together as being a human being, is that we all have done wrong. We're not people who haven't done wrong. So why are we people who will condemn somebody for doing wrong when you done wrong yourself? You may not done the wrong they done, but you done some wrong. So the best thing you could do is be sympathetic to your brothers and sisters, try to help your brothers and sisters, care about them, reach out to them, and just get off the self-righteous attitude, get off your soapbox, get off your psychiatrist chair you want to put yourself on, get off your bootleg Oprah Winfrey chair, or whatever other chair you want to put yourself on. If you're not going to help somebody, shut up. We don't want to hear it. Don't tell me nothing, because I'm the type of person, I'm going to call you out. If you good and you straight, I'm quiet, I'm going to listen, I'm going to take your advice. But I'm the first one to call you out. I've been like that ever since I was a kid. Don't you dare tell me nothing when you doing the same thing or you done worse, because I'm going to call you out. And I tell you the same thing. Call them out. Call them out. You'll see how they are. Now, they're trying to instruct you on the right ways because they've been through it. That's one thing. They're doing it for your own good. But they just trying to put you down. Call them out. Call them out. Or for real, call them out. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you this because I don't want you to even allow this. Life is way too short to let these type of people in it. If they're not in your life to uplift you, they're in your life to put you down. And I'm on a definite crusade for the rest of my life to say, if you're not going to come in my life to bring me up, then you're not going to be in my life long. That's the perfect motto we all need to take. Nobody's going to be in my life to take me down. I can do that on my own. I don't need to hold on to people that's doing it to me and help me go down faster. Brothers and sisters, you're better than that. You're good people. Even though you may make mistakes, you're good people. You're good people. There's a lot more good in you than the bad you've done. Don't let these people in your life and in your heart. Keep them away. You can fix whatever trouble you got. As long as you got breath in your body, you can fix it. Don't let these people put you down and make you feel like you can't fix nothing in your life. Them people are evil. They don't care about you. They only want to be Lord and Master over you because you're in a down state. Keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. You good people. No matter how many people told you you're evil or you're wrong, it's still good in you, and you still can make do on the goodness that's in your heart.